Good afternoon, hello, it's Daniel. This is the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Today is another day of triathlon training. I am still not running at the minute, but I'm still calling it triathlon training, okay? So today, what's on the agenda? Well, the day hasn't started as I intended it to. I actually really wanted to get a ride done this morning before work. I actually wanted to do a workout, an interval session. Woke up about 3 a.m. with a banging headache, and I do probably every week to 10 days wake up with a banging headache. But I got up, took some paracetamol and ibuprofen, went back to bed, woke up at 7, still with a banging headache. So that didn't happen. Fortunately, now it's lunchtime, I've been able to clear it. Again, more tablets and drinking lots, etc. But it's really just like getting me down, that sort of thing. I don't know whether it's a Sunday night sort of like work stress thing. The dentist seems to think I grind my teeth, but whether that's brought on by stress or not, I don't know. I don't think I'm particularly stressed, but there's always like an element of stress, isn't there? So I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to try and recoup the day now, because tonight I'm going to Dan's at UK Bike Fit to do some content with him. We do like a podcast and we're doing a couple of videos when I'm there as well, and then I'm swimming afterwards. So I've got no time to ride and I need to ride today. So squeezing a ride in at lunchtime is what I'm going to do. I don't have enough time to do the interval session I was going to do, and I've been fiddling around my indoor setup and I sort of want to test it just at like zone 2 power before I try and do any sort of intervals. Had a bit of a knee niggle, so let's go and give that a crack now. Okay, so the big change is with this, my Wahoo kicker bike that I train on indoors. I've basically put a load of saddle setback on the setup. This was slammed forward before. Turns out that's not how I ride my road bike, and I've been having some knee troubles indoors. So I'm hoping that changing the position of this now is going to mean that I have absolutely no knee trouble immediately, because I haven't had any on the bike at all, and it's only after like a period of time on this bike that it like flares up. So I'm confident that I'm not injured. I've just got to not put it in a position where it like flares it up. So let's get stuck in. I'm just going to do an hour zone 2. I'm going to find a pace partner to ride with. That's pretty cool on Zwift, just to stick with a bunch of imaginary people, but you know, just try and do a group ride. So let's get stuck in. I'm going to try and not think about it, because I think when you think about a pain in a certain area, it's more likely to be there, isn't it? So I'm going to try and, I don't know, think about something else. I also changed the angle what this bike is sat at, and I do feel like I'm slumping forward. I need to lift the handlebars up a bit really, but they just don't clamp very well on these things. They always slip back down, so I need to look at that, but not today. Okay, ride done and dusted. Bit of a roller coaster hour, to be honest. So, starting off fine. 15-20 minutes in, knee pain, saddle up a little bit, eased off a bit, then came back. 40 minutes in, I put my saddle up to as high as I had it before, which is almost like right on the limit of comfort. I can feel myself stretching a bit, makes the saddle a little bit uncomfortable. No knee pain. So it's definitely got to be related to that knee angle at the top of the pedal stroke. Now, I can't go on with how high my saddle is there. It's just a little bit too high to be comfy, and it's going to cause me issues when I'm doing longer rides. In TT position, I don't know how I'd get it that high. Like, it's just not suitable. And I think the answer should be pretty straightforward in terms of theory, is I need shorter cranks. So although I've ridden 175s like all my life, I do need to be awake to the fact that your body does change over time. Like, I started riding bikes 12 years ago. You know, my body is going to be different now than it was then, in more ways than one. So the plan is, on the kicker bike, I can change my crank length, so I'm going to use that to test it. I haven't got the Allen key in here today, I was ordering it today. I'm going to change it tonight or tomorrow before the next ride, test it at 170. I will have to drop the saddle a little bit and just see how it goes. I think these actually go down to 165 actually. Yes, they do, so I could even go to 165. The problem that presents is that, you know, I'm in the fortunate position to have a few bikes, and that just means that they're all 175s at the minute. If I find that to be the fix, I should have a uniform crank length across the range. My TT bike could be a bit shorter than others, yes, but the other ones, I need it to be the same, I need my fit to be the same, and the crank length to be the same. So 4 or 5 cranks, maybe 6. That's a lot, isn't it? So I just don't know. I don't know what to do yet. But I'm going to start by finding out if that's actually the problem or not, and go from there. And I'll just have to deal with that as it comes, won't I? So yeah, that's how it's gone. An hour zone 2 that starts on screen. Good workout, 800 calories. Good to get something done today. I'm swimming later tonight, but if I hadn't done that now, I'd be in a calorie surplus today, definitely. So yeah, right. See you later. As a general rule, I don't like vlogging in the car. However, when it's tipping it down outside and my car's all steamed up, I need to get it cleared. I'll allow it. Swim done and dusted. I'm so happy to have got to the pool. Spent a whole evening with Dan. Driving back, it's like, do I just go home, or can you catch up another day? All those things start going through your mind. I've got no time for complacency. With my training recently been no running, The last few days has been intermittent bike training. I've just got to do everything that I can, so therefore been done 2k just straight through, no messing around, got it done. Feeling better in the water. I'm now like a week and a bit back into like proper swimming training, so come on. What else have I got to talk about? Got some advice from Dan tonight about bike fit and knee and so on. Obviously I had my road bike there with me, so I was able to get on this static thing and, you know, get him to have a quick look at me. I need shorter cranks. Now that is expensive and difficult to change on several bikes at once, and also untested. So what I'm going to do is change my crank length on the kicker bike shorter and then see how it goes initially. Because I'm not getting any pain on the road, I'm not going to snap by some shorter cranks, but if it fixes it indoors, I am then going to get some similar cranks for outdoors. I'm going to try 165s actually, based on Dan's advice. I might as well try a big change and see if that makes a difference. Difficult to get on the road, but Dan tells me he is going to stock some sort of cranks that come in that size, so he's going to let me know when they're in and get me some, so that might help if they're here in time, but if not, I will try and source some sets of cranks at some point. But yeah, good day's training, done the best that I can do today. An hour on the bike and a swim this evening. Busy day at work, busy evening. I'm happy with that. You can only do what you can do, so don't kick yourself if you feel like you're not doing enough, because you probably are. Looking ahead to tomorrow, I have 3 fillings tomorrow at the dentist, so I plan to have a rest day. I'll see how I feel though in the evening. If I feel like I do a bit of a bike spin, I might just do an easy spin to test said knee on shorter cranks, but if not, I'm not gonna like kick myself about it, because don't cope well at the dentist. Good to swim with some people tonight. Thanks to everybody who swims with us on a Monday night. It is really motivating to know that some mates are coming along, so it gets you there and gets it done. And that is enough of my ramble. Thank you very much for listening along. Hope you are well, hope your training's going well. Hang in there, because I saw something the other day, if in the UK 30 days and the clocks change and we get an hour lighter in the evening or something, so hang on for that. Hit like, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Thanks very much.